Hello, good afternoon. Here we are in yet a different location. We are in Italy, in Novi Ligure, and back from the summer holidays, which is great and exciting, and is as great and as exciting as having two very, very special guests that are there in the background, and they're gonna pop up now. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Valeria. Hi, Francesco. Thank you for being with us today for our Crea shot. Because as you probably know, Crea is coming soon. So only 2 weeks to go. From the 22nd of September, we'll be in Dynamo Camp in Tuscany for an in-person conference. And we are super excited. Yes. And I know that you too are organizing some live and in-person events. What do you do, guys? Tell us something about yourselves.
We are Valeria and Francesca, and we founded Of Passion, that is our company. And with our company, we use robotics and technology like a tool to make education from kids to adults, and also in the company. And we like to use the technology to teach to people creativity, problem solving, leadership, everything by having fun and be happy when you learn, because we think is the best way to learn something new and learn something for your future.
You couldn't be more perfect for what we do. We've never met before, but I think we are already brothers and sisters here.
Normally I call Valeria Twitter because of this, okay? Because of this synthesis.
Brilliant. So you spoke about problem solving, about leadership, and I know that you apply some so-called rules to what we do. So what are your key principles in the way you teach?
We teach by using educational method that we create that is really different from the normal school method. And in our activity, the first things that is important, that nothing is impossible. So everyone
is the first rule also of the 10 rules method, educational method.
If you think that you can do something, you can do it for sure. And so we like to do activity on the floor without shoes, also with adults that also in the company, they are not really they don't want to do these things. And after we do activity that mix tech and not tech activity, because we think that in every person there are a lot of different field, and you can't be only one things. And so we like to do technology, robotics, but also creativity, games, nature, outdoor activity, sports, to mix everything that people can do. And after the one really important rules for us is to learning by having fun. And in every activity, if a dreamer, this is how we call the people that take part in our activity, they don't have fun, the problem is us, not them, because for us it's really important that people learning everything by every time by having fun, because is most important for their future to learn by having fun. And after, we like a lot to do activity in English, and to teach to the people, also Italian people, that is really important for their future to learn English, and is a really big tool to communicate with all the world. And we don't like to do frontal lesson when we speak and nothing more. But we like to learn by doing, and in every activity we have fun. We learn by make end in some way, and we like to do the activity only in circle, because everyone, dreamer and mentor, be on the same level, and in that way the people learn better without the normal organization of people conversation.
Yeah, that's very different from a lot of people, especially the ones that are working in companies. That's pretty disruptive for some of them. Have you ever had people reacting in an embarrassed way, or having, some sort of weird reactions to what you do?
Yeah.
Some way, yes.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Not so much, because we have strange the people that they are not in confidence in comfort zone, especially in the company,
Yeah.
where they work in a way that is not really innovative. They work in a old style company, and when we arrive in that company, in some way, sometimes the people are really happy to try something different. But in the same group, there can be other people that don't want to try something different.
Especially at the higher level of the organization. So this could be a problem, but
we like to take this like a challenge, because we want to change in some way their mind. Also, if we have a little time, we want to make something disrupting also for them. And so
and normally it works.
Every time that we go in the company, we started our activity with a motivational speech, and we learn, we speak about our story, what we have done, and how we arrive to do an activity in their company. And in that way, the people little change what they think about us. And after that, there are the practical things where they have to have something and done, and so they change really much what they think. And in a lot of time, the people that don't want to do our activity, at the end they were the most happy to do our activity.
That's beautiful. It's a very transformative journey that you took them on. You said something that I particularly liked, because you call your students or the people you work with dreamers.
Yeah.
And that's a fabulous way of calling people that are working with you. So how important is imagination in what you do? Dreaming and imagination. Yeah.
Fundamental. Also in the design process of the robot, because our robots are all designed by us. So we designed directly the robot that people build in our labs.
It's a strange robot. It's not the common robot that people think about. It's a robot that we make with recycled parts, and also
I'll bring you one if you wait. 30 seconds. I'll be looking forward.
Make with cup, with sticks, with straw, and we put all these things that are not made. They aren't made for make robot together, and make something that can move along, go around, and the people in a short time, like 2 or 3 hours, they can make a robot and bring it home. And this is a wow effect for everyone that come in our activity.
That's very, very
we like to use creativity to make robot new activity, but also we like to teach to the people to be creative, and that creativity is not only something for kids, but creativity can be used from adults. And if you are creative in every field, you can do something different from the common people.
That's fantastic. That's very, very big learning for a lot of people. Yes, you can relearn to be creative, because somehow we forget, as we grow up, we forget how creative we can be. And many people say, "Oh, I'm not," and look at what they create. Thank you, Francesco.
You're welcome. I'm trying to find some robot that works, because our lab is a lab, so. Not always the robot works, because we built and then rebuilt and then redesign, and then that's our creativity, our dreamers' creativity is better.
Yeah.
Yes,
wow.
all our robots have a motor and a battery, and all other things change every time that we do a different robot.
Wow. And how do they move? Like you have an app or something through which you
There are really simple robots that move only by simple connection like wire, but in most time they move by physics rules, and they don't have a real brain, but they only go forward, backward, turn left, turn right. Only in the most complex robot that we do in the summer camp, where kids have 1 week of time to do this robot. In that way, we have a little brain like an Arduino, but most of our robots have no brain, but work really well also without brain.
It's great sometimes to put the brain on pause and avoid thinking with our brains and then just think with your hands. This is what you're teaching also, right? And then you say, oh, they only move back and forth and right and left. Like, really? Do they? That's already a lot. So it's always a matter of perspective. Fabulous. That's exciting. And guys, so how can we try what we do if we wanted to?
We have a lot of activity. We just finished our summer activity. In summer, we have done a lot of summer camp with kids and teens, and they come from all over the Italy, but also from Europe to do a 24-hour week of activity. And they enjoy a lot, and so we started this year with a lot of new activity, but something also from the activity that we already have done. And so we will do activity like that we call a day camp, that is a full day activity. And sometimes we do this activity for kids. We call the kids the kids from 3 years old to 15 years old, and but we do also this activity for adults or for family. And in some days our program will be on our website of Passion, because we have just finished our schedule from all the year, from October to May. And so we are ready in some days, so every people can see our activity and choose which one is best from them.
That's fantastic. Well, we look forward to inviting you to our conference in very soon as possible. And one more thing, I mentioned that our conference, Crea, will take place at Dynamo Camp in Tuscany this year. And you said that you're particularly, I don't know, sensitive to this topic, right? You also work with children with difficulties.
I discovered Dynamo Camp when I was small, when I was in high school, because one of my company mate was have a disability and go every year to Dynamo Camp, and every time that he come back, he learn a lot of story about Dynamo Camp. And so I search online and about Dynamo Camp, and I really fall in love about what they do. And so we'd like to maybe one day to go like voluntary to Dynamo Camp. But we like a lot to do activity with people that have disability, because we think is an opportunity for us, and also for other dreamers that take part in our activity. For example, in our summer camp there are some autistic kids and teens that come every year, and they are really happy to do our activity. Also, if for autistic kids, it's really strange to do our activity where you have to live with 30 kids together, also with kids and teens that you never met. And it's really a challenging thing, but they like a lot, because it's not the normal school where you see a lot of the difference between people. In our activity, every kid, every dreamer is unique for us, and so they are unique in their way, and they can express how they want.
That's fantastic. I'm already inspired what you're saying, and I really recognize in you like a strength, a power to really make a difference and have an impact on the world of the future. So thank you very much for your time today and for being with us. And we will follow you. We'll continue following you, and for sure we will meet again somehow.
Thank you
Yes,
so much,
we like
Alessia.
a lot to meet you again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fabulous. That's a date.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you, Valeria. Thank you, Francesco. And it's time for us just to remember and to remind all the people that are connected that the Crea is going to take place from the 22nd to the 26th of September in Dynamo Camp. We have just a few more spots available, so if you want to do something crazy, just go to your website, book your seat, and we'll meet you at Dynamo Camp to have fun, to learn by doing, to experiment, and to fly out of our comfort zone and be creative. Thank you guys again.
Thank you,
Thank you
Alessia.
very
See
much.
you. Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Grazie.
Ciao.
Bye.